Hey guys, welcome back to another how to win video. Today we will be taking BB into solo showdown Rockwall Brawl, except today's video will be a little bit different because rather than showing you how to win with say BB, I'm going to try and focus more on positioning and strategizing a little bit better and trying to explain a little bit more in depth how I get my enemies to fight each other and how I win the games rather than just commentating over my gameplay. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alrighty, so we are spawning on the top, like left middle of the map somewhat, and what we're going to do is we're going to just sort of use these boxes for cover. There is a Brock right here. I'm not too sure what he's doing, but that's going to be a very easy kill for us. He did manage to get us low, but Brock does not have enough burst potential to take us out unless he has rocket number 4, but he didn't because I could tell by the amount of health he had, and I knew that he wasn't a max Brock. So, enough of my rambling. I'm going to make my way over to these numerous boxes over here. There's 4 in total, and once we take them out we should be able to have 7 power cubes. Alright, so I'm going to explain a little bit what's going on here. We took that Brock out, so we know that there's no one on the left hand side of the map, but there might have been someone like that Rico, these 2 Ricos on the bottom left corner of the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and locate that other Rico. I saw his shots, but I don't know exactly where he is. So he might be in this bush, doesn't look like it. That's good knowledge, that's very good knowledge. I'm actually going to throw my bubblegum ball at this guy, and it's going to take him out instantly because we have 7 power cubes. Now the reason why I did that was because it's much easier, it's much better for us if we take out our opponents that are on our side of the map. So, now that I know there's nobody at all in this bottom left corner of the map, I know that I cannot get jumped unless I'm obviously not paying attention or something crazy. So, this Rico has found us, and he's using these walls to his advantage to get some shots off. What we're going to do is we're going to retreat and fall back a bit. We're going to try and pin him up against a wall and just force him out of this corner, just as he tried to pressure us into it. Now, like I said, we know that there's no one going to be in the corner anymore because the storm has pushed us out. But I'm going to see if I can get this Rico and Shelly to fight. If not, I'm going to just try and knock one of them back, like this Rico, into the storm or just further up. Alright, so I'm going to wait for my home run to charge up again, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head towards the Shelly and use my attack and use that Carl to help me weaken her some more. So that was really helpful for us. Knocking her towards that Carl made the Carl attack her, get her really weak, and then now she's going to fight everyone up in that top left corner of the map. Now, like I said, I'm just playing really passive here. I'm staying, like I said, in my corner, the left corner of the map, because I know that there's no one here. Now that that crow has jumped onto that Carl, I'm going to actually make my way. I'm going to stay in the bottom left corner, because if we move over to the right, we'll be in the open, and it will make the crow want to shoot at us some more. So this Shelly is in a really terrible spot. She hasn't got anywhere near enough health to withstand that storm. So we just waited for her to get taken out. We're going to go straight for this crow. We're going to use our bubblegum ball and just finish him off really quickly, take that easy first place. Now, just a quick recap on that game. If it wasn't already clear enough, what I tried to do there with my positioning was really just hold my ground. That's what I like to call it. So it's very important that you try and clear out all the players that are like in your sort of side of the map. Since we spawned on the left and we got that really quick kill at the beginning on the Brock, that allowed us to just sort of stay on the left hand side. We didn't have to regroup, we didn't have to move anywhere else. We were able to hold our ground, and we also got really lucky with the box spawns, so that helped us have a little bit more strength and able to take out everyone else. And then of course, with that knowledge in mind, with that really good positioning, we sort of stayed away from everyone and just let everyone fight it out, and then we just killed the crow at the very end. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the next game. Okay, so we are spawning down the bottom right of the map this time, completely opposite to the last game. So we didn't get any boxes over there, but there is actually an enemy BB here. So I'm going to see if I can get the first swing. The first swing on an enemy BB is always very important because obviously that home run is just so good. So we're going to be able to steal her box. We have more shots than she does, and we have a bubblegum ball. So I'm going to use that to finish her off and take that easy, quick kill. Oh, looks like our bubblegum ball actually hit someone at the top of the map because I saw my super charge up slightly more thanks to that. Now, with my knowledge of what's going on in the game, I know that there's no one on the bottom right of the map again, just because we spawned here, and that BB that spawned with us is now gone. We took her out. But there actually might be someone to the left, a little bit more to the left, just like that Rosa, who just moved in, and that Shelly. Okay, so this is really crucial information. The Shelly and the Rosa are really close together. Let's see if I can force them to fight some more by knocking this Rosa more towards the Shelly. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. I'm going to try and get these guys to fight some more. And I also know there's a bow above me. Okay, so I'm going to try and use my home run. I missed, but that's okay. I'll wait for it to charge up. I'm going to try and pin this Rosa up against the wall. And actually, what I'm going to try and do here is, to be fair, I might stay here. I was considering moving around more, but that Shelly is not going to let us because she has her super now. So I'm going to use this healing mushroom to heal it. This Rosa is going to use her super. I'm going to use my knockback to keep her away from me. Now I'm going to heal up and get some more health. Now, this is actually a pretty bad spot for us, although that Shelly is getting pushed out by that Barley. So what we're going to do is we're going to take her old position, and we're going to see if we can just dodge these Barley shots and just stay in the middle, sort of the bottom middle of the map. Alright, so this Rosa is going to try and push us out. That's okay. I'm going to make my way over to the Barley instead of the Rosa, because this is a fight that we can take rather than taking the Rosa fight. So these Jessie shots, we're going to take a bit of damage from that. That's okay. I couldn't really get any shots off on anyone, but really what I'm trying to do is run around and dodge as much as I can and just stay alive. I'm not trying to engage in any fights. I'm just trying to keep myself alive because I really want to get some high placement, as that's what matters in Showdown. Now this Barley is forced to move out very late. Unfortunately, he's going to get taken out by us. We're going to use our bubblegum ball to hit the Rico. Hopefully it's going to hit him on the way back. It doesn't look like it. So now we've got this bottom left corner, just like the last game, to ourselves. So this Rico's going to come here. We're not going to be able to hit him. This bow is actually hitting us. We're going to go into the healing mushroom to get some more health. And we're going to knock him into this wall, hit him one more time, and then we're going to get taken out by that Rosa. Alright, so that game was still very good. We didn't get first place, we came second instead. It was a little bit tricky, just because we were more in the center of everything, and there was a lot of, like, sort of long-range brawlers. There was a Rico, and there was a Barley, and there was a Bow who was taking advantage of their range, and they were able to get some shots off. But I really like this. I liked that game a lot, because it gave you sort of a viewpoint of how you can try and stay alive and still take second place and get 8 trophies, just from running around, basically, and trying to dodge shots rather than getting kills. So, without further ado, let's hop into the next game. Alrighty, so we are spawning on the topish left of the map this time. We have 2 boxes here to our left, but I'm not going to go for them because I think there might be a Shelly with us as well. Now, I was correct. I'm just going to go for these double boxes instead, because I know the Shelly will go for those 2 over there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and pressure this Shelly. I'm going to use my home run to keep her into the storm. So I'm assuming she's going to be right here. Doesn't look like it. I didn't manage to hit a shot, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do here instead is, it looks like she's actually staying there. That's not very good for her, because we can just take her out really quickly. Like, there was no way she was going to get her super off, and since she took damage to the storm, which told us where she was, and it gave us like 1 less hit to take her out. So not too sure what her plan was, but nonetheless, now that we know that there's literally 4 people on the bottom of the map, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run all the way up to the top. Now, the reason why I'm going up to the top of the map is because I want to avoid that kind of combat. You don't want to get pinched by like a billion people at once. So I'm going to take this corner up here, although actually I see a box in the top left corner of the map, so I'm going to go for the box instead. Now, it does actually look that like this part of the map is quite clear actually. So this is going to be very good for us to get better positioning on our enemies. So, like I said, I'm going to just sit in this bush for a bit, and I think I'll just cut back to you guys when there's some action to commentate, or to explain further. Okay, so next to nothing has been happening at all since I cut back to you guys. Like, I just sort of sat in this corner for the majority of the game. And like I said, it actually that moving up to the top of the map really paid off, because we didn't have to fight anybody, we didn't have to engage in anything, and we're already at 4th place right here. So I'm still going to stay in this top left of the map, because everyone else is just towards the bottom right and the bottom of the map really, other than the Shelly of course. And then there's the Bow in the center, so the Bow will easily get picked off by this Primo and Shelly, just because he's going to get way too close. So actually what I'm going to force him to fight them. It doesn't look like my home run was going to push him into it, but I tried. So the Shelly and the Primo just took each other out. I'm going to use my bubblegum ball to hit this Bow. I'm going to try and... Okay, so that was a little bit unfortunate for us. I tried to smack him into the storm with our home run bat, but it looks like he had some mines there from earlier that he had placed down that took us out. Now, that is okay. Like, there wasn't really too much we could have done there. Maybe if I was a little bit more aware of those mines, I would have been able to dodge them. But we still took 2nd place, got 8 trophies, thanks to moving up to the top of the map at the beginning of the game. It's actually really, really important how positioning like that can actually make many changes. So, without further ado, let's just jump into the 4th and final game. Alrighty, so we're spawning at the top of the map this time. It's a little bit different than before. There is actually a dynamite here, so this is going to be an interesting first matchup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rush him straight away, and then I'm going to back away. So like I said, like right there, he sort of tried to predict my movement. He's not doing too great at it because I'm making it really random and unpredictable. So I'm going to try and hit these boxes instead and try to get him to open them for me. Now there is a Barley getting chased by a Rosa, and now there's that dynamite. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to back off completely. I don't want to deal with this. That dynamite has range. That Rosa doesn't really have range. But nonetheless, see, look at that. That dynamite took out that Rosa. He got some really easy kills. So I'm just going to make my way, ignore those power cubes, and go somewhere else on the map that just offers much better support. So I'm going to check these bushes, make sure there's no one in there. There is a Tara who's sharing the left-hand side with us. This is good to keep in mind because now I know what I'm up against. Alright, so I'm going to try and use these walls for cover. Try and get hit as little as possible, just because I don't want her to charge her super. So what I'm actually going to have to do here is, since everyone seems to be moving to the left-hand side of the map, either I've got to move to the right, or I've got to get some kills. So I'm going to try and scare this Mike a little bit. He's going to use 2 of his shots, and we're going to keep just randomly moving around. I'm going to actually go straight for him now. Since he thought I was going to go back, then I'm going to go back. And now he's got that wall. I'm not gonna mess with that. There's no point in going for that dynamite since he had that wall for cover. But if he's gonna come into the open like this, then I will go straight at him. Alright, so he managed to actually predict that movement really well. We're gonna try and dodge as much as we can, try and heal up some more. And now, this is really perfect. The Tara and the Bull are fighting. I'm gonna smack the Bull, and what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna loop around. No, I'm actually not. That's not good. That Nita was gonna kill us. So I was gonna try and loop around these walls just to try and get a better position. But it looks like we're going to have to stay with the bottom left corner at the moment. So this Nita's going to get right close to us. We're going to just get some really easy shots off. We're going to bounce our bubblegum, and we're going to take her out. Now, she got really greedy there. I'm not too sure why. I'm going to have to take this Frank on since he's trying to fight us. But we managed to get our home run bat in time and hit him away. So hopefully this Frank doesn't target us. He is very weak. There is a Tara right here. That dynamite is actually took out that Frank. And this game is going a lot quicker than I expected. So I'm going to try and get these guys to fight by moving straight up. This dynamite has 6 power cubes. It's already a showdown. We'll see what we can do. He's going to use his big bomb. He's going to knock us into the storm. Oh, it's alright. We've still got 2nd place. Now, sorry about that, guys. There's a little bit of a quick game. I'll just try and recap this really quickly. So, what I think was the main... The reason why we came 2nd in that game, I think, is mainly because we decided to move somewhere else on the map at the very beginning of the game. So we spawned at the top with that dynamite, and I thought, okay, there's 3 boxes here, let me try and take them from him. I realized the dynamite, a Rosa and a Barley were also making their way up, so I said, nope, this is not worth it, I'm going to leave. So I went around the left-hand side of the bushes, I went down to the bottom of the map, and then there was still more people fighting there, but it was definitely better than that position because we would have been pinched by the storm and it was not a good place to be. So we sort of just kept running around. Rather than getting kills, we just tried to roam around and not get hit. It ended up paying off. People tried to kill us, but we managed to take out that Nita. We managed to knock the Frank away from us. It sort of was a little bit of luck, but I really think that positioning early on sort of saved us there. So I hope you guys did enjoy this educational commentary. I'm trying to make these nice gameplay for you guys to enjoy and also to learn from. So if you did like it, please leave a comment and let me know if this was good or if you like the old stuff better. And actually, just a quick reminder, I do stream on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11 AM Australian time. So if you do like playing on stream, feel free to join in, say hi, whatever. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask me there too. But enough of my rambling. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.